$100 movie on this holiday. Tomorrow it's Suzanne Plachette and Lloyd Nolan in Wings of Fire. Don't forget a concert in the park at Kirby Park. Steamtown Festival continues at Nay Aug Park. And those of you who are wondering where you can see the beautiful fireworks celebration, tonight on Newswatch 16, we'll tell you where and when you'll be able to see all those fireworks. From all of us here on Dialing for Dollars, have a happy and safe holiday. Now stay tuned for all the news next on Newswatch 16.
Good evening, I'm Karen Harch. Nolan Johannes has this 4th of July off. Tonight in the news...
Should the 4th of July be a Monday holiday? I'm Mark Davis.
Celebrating the 4th of July the Montrose way. I'm Kathi Belich.
They're taking the torch off the Statue of Liberty. I'm Bob Costantini on Liberty Island.
Tom Clark will tell us if it'll rain on the fireworks, and Joe Zone has the American League starting All-Stars. It's all next on Newswatch 16.
Happy 4th of July from WNEP TV.
Proud to serve Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Joe Zone on sports. This is the Newswatch 16 update.
Scranton detectives are still on the lookout for whoever pulled off a burglary at Boccardo Jewelry's this morning. Thieves used a special tool to take off the locks on the downtown business. Then they smashed a jewelry case.
They actually had a tool to get in here and remove the cylinders without damaging the frame of the door at all.
Looks like
these were real professionals, yeah.
The burglar alarm at Boccardo's went off at 5:13 this morning. Scranton police arrived 1 minute later, but the crooks still got away. Well over $10,000 in jewelry was taken. People all over the country, including here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania, are celebrating the day our nation gained its independence. And they're also remembering those who died to ensure our freedom. Several hundred people gathered today in Wyoming for the 107th remembrance of the Battle of and the Massacre of Wyoming. The Wyoming Monument pays tribute to the courageous fight for freedom on July 3rd, 1778. Back then, the settlers lost their bloody skirmish with the Indians, but their patriotism lives on, and the Stegmeyer Band remembers. Various groups, including the Veterans of Foreign Wars, gathered today to lay wreaths at the base of the Wyoming Monument. Many of us observe this 4th of July by displaying the Stars and Stripes. That patriotic tradition was alive and well in Scranton today as leaders of government, business, and veterans groups took part in the raising of our nation's flag. It was sponsored by the Mayor's American Flag Committee at Nay Aug Park, and the ceremony was complete with the sound of bugles and a gun salute. It's the annual July 4th celebration in Scranton. There are, of course, lighter sides to this holiday, and we'll celebrate those good times next. Plus, we'll take you to New York City to help fix up Miss Liberty. And we'll show you where the fireworks are tonight. All that and more as Newswatch 16 continues.
It's free, it's for the whole family, and it's guaranteed to be a lot of fun. It's the 2nd annual Pennsylvania Outdoor Life's Free Family Fish and Fun Day. Plan now to join us Saturday at 9 a.m. at Lackawanna State Park. We've got a pan fishing contest planned, great prizes to give away, plus much more. The contest is free and admission is free. Pick up a picnic lunch and bring the whole family to Lackawanna State Park for Pennsylvania Outdoor Life's Free Family Fish and Fun Day. I'll see you there.
For most of us, this 4th of July is a day of fun, friends, and barbecue. And because the 4th fell in the middle of the week, it's a slow day on the highways. You can see Interstate 81 in Lackawanna County from Skycam 16. There's hardly any traffic on this major road because most everyone is already where they want to be. And take a look at Harvey's Lake in Luzerne County where the road is quiet. But on the lake itself, it's very busy. Police are saying the roads are quiet because the 4th fell on a Wednesday and people aren't traveling very far. Newswatch 16's Mark Davis says the idea of celebrating the 4th in midweek gets mixed reviews.
The 4th of July is a truly American holiday, and it's not on a Monday. It usually means a picnic, and for some of us, that means fighting to put up the grill. The Charnitsko family got here very early to get a good spot, and for them, having a midweek holiday is just fine.
It's even good for the workers. It's a day off.
It breaks up the week?
Breaks up the week.
We have enough of them on Monday, enough holidays on the Monday. So I think it's nice to have it when it does fall.
Others would much rather have a long weekend with a Monday holiday. Betty DeMacco and Ellen Agnew are here for a picnic with members of the Solo Club. It's a group of divorced, single, and widowed people.
I feel that it's much nicer to have a holiday on a weekend because I have a 3-day weekend, and it's much nicer for me.
Well, I prefer having it on Monday to give us a nice long weekend.
There is, of course, one great thing about a holiday, no matter when it falls, and that is, for most of you, it's a day off. That is, of course, unless you work in TV news. But then again, a lot of people wouldn't call this working. Mark Davis, Newswatch 16 at Francis Slocum State Park.
So that's what he did all day. Well, some people always complain that holidays are becoming too commercialized. That may be so in some parts, but as Newswatch 16's Kathi Belich reports, the 4th of July tradition is in full swing in one Susquehanna County community.
July 4th, 1984 was celebrated with a big bang here in Montrose. The big parade gave thousands of people a taste of Independence Days of the past and all the things we're accustomed to seeing. The parade provided a lot of excitement, but some people took some time to think about what Independence Day is all about.
It means that we gained our state from England to here.
I don't think we take it for granted. I think we all appreciate what we have.
One man we talked to says he doesn't think most people give it much thought.
It's a holiday now. It doesn't have much to do with history of our country.
You don't think so?
No.
Independence means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and maybe many of the people who came to this 4th of July festival never gave it a thought. But one thing that everyone who came here got a chance to do was to see a lot of different things. Kathi Belich, Newswatch 16, Montrose.
The Steamtown USA fundraiser is going out with a bang on this Independence Day. Scranton's Nay Aug Park is packed, and you can see it. All these people are having a great time enjoying the food, music, and fun. They're helping to bring the rest of the Steamtown USA Train Museum to Scranton. $500,000 is needed. The fun in Scranton goes on till midnight tonight with fireworks, the hot attraction at 10 o'clock. So where are those glorious fireworks tonight? Well, Newswatch 16 has put together a list so you know where to go. And also, don't forget, there's a big festival going on at Kirby Park, so you might want to stop by if you're in that area. Now, we have to put Tom Clark on the spot. Are we going to have clear skies for those fireworks?
Well, that's the question I'm about to answer, Karen. So far, so good.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell you if it's going to get rained out or not when we come back.
Enjoy, enjoy the summer beauty of northeastern and central Pennsylvania.
Well, if you're taking a break from your barbecue, you can thank Tom Clark for a pretty nice day today on the 4th of July. But what about tonight, Tom? You've got to tell us now. No more stalling.
Okay, this is it. Okay. Well, we told you last night not to worry, that the barbecue and the picnic would not get rained out, and probably the same for the fireworks as well. First of all, just let me say, Happy Birthday, America! But it looks and feels like it's going to thunder shower any second out here in the backyard. Let's take a look at the temperature as it stands under partly cloudy skies at the moment. The reading is a muggy 83. Look at that humidity. That's up pretty high. The wind southwest at 14. The barometer is falling. Watch out. Air quality index not available today. The government does not work on holidays. Okay, look at that high today, 85 degrees, and the low last night, 64. Both those readings above the normals for this date. The record high, the hottest July 4th on record, 99, set back in 1911. And there's a shot of Francis Slocum State Park, a great place to be on the paddle boats today. How about it? Let's go to the radar scan. Okay, this is the live 30-mile sweep. These are just echoes coming off the mountains. No showers or thunder showers within 30 miles of Wilkes-Barre, Scranton at this very minute. So that's good. How about the 60-mile scan? Okay, as we wait for it to go around, again, just some mountain echoes over this way. I don't see any shower echoes. This is just some interference coming in here. Trust me, no rain out that way. Uh-oh, there's one there. There's a line of thunder showers coming in over, oh, looks like northern Lycoming County and Tioga County. They're moving up this way. Okay, so perhaps some places up by Towanda could see another thunder shower this evening. But downwind of Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, or upwind, I should say, is a southwest flow. I don't see anything down there. So things are looking good, folks, for the evening hours tonight, and I think right up through the fireworks display as well. Here's the Newswatch 16 color satellite picture. Just a lot of high cloudiness over the state. There were some showers over some of the northern counties this afternoon, and now some thunderstorms in the western counties of Pennsylvania. But look downwind even further. A lot of cloudiness out that way, a lot of rain falling in this area. That will be over us tomorrow. So get set for that. The hottest celebration today across America was out in Needles, California. It is now 117 out that way. Okay, here's my forecast for tonight. Dry, I think, right up past 10:30 tonight, and then anytime after that, rain will be coming in. There may even be a few lightning bolts out there, some competition from nature on the fireworks, but again, I think all the activities scheduled between now and 10:30, 11 o'clock should be okay. The weather should cooperate. A low tomorrow morning, 64 in Troy, 66 in Williamsport, 67 in Nanacoke, and in Kingston at this hour, the United Hebrew Institute is having their big bazaar and picnic. That goes till 10 p.m., so if you're in the Wilkes-Barre area, Kingston, check it out. A lot of good food out that way. Forest City, 64. Bangor, 67. Ellisburg, also 67 tonight. Now for tomorrow, I think between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., about 7 hours of rain. Tomorrow, light, it'll be off and on, that type of thing. Take the umbrella. Cool temperatures in the low 70s in Canton, Clark Summit, Mount Pocono, Millville, Shamokin Dam, and Tamaqua. Okay. The Health Watch, resistance to aches and pains very low tomorrow, the high humidity. Sunrise and sunset on the 5th of July, 5:36 and 8:39. The rain later tonight, rain tomorrow, showers on Friday, still in the 70s, partly sunny Saturday, still the chance of a shower, and on Sunday, a nice day at about 79 degrees. So that's it. Looking dry through the evening, Karen.
Boy, Tom, Joe Zone is over here moaning about all that rain. That's awful.
No doubt about it.
But I guess we need it.
It's coming.
Okay, see you later, Tom. And Joe Zone is next with the sports. Tonight highlights from today's big Wimbledon matches. And Joe has the starting American League All-Star team. Sports is next as Newswatch 16 continues.
Hi, I'm Chad Booth.
I'm Jane Adonisio. Celebrate the 4th with us at Angela Park in Hazleton. Tonight on PM Magazine, Sylvester Stallone and Dolly Parton team up to give Rocky singing lessons.
Then, if you haven't heard of the Mint 400, these dune buggy daredevils will make sure you won't forget it. Saddle me!
And to celebrate the 4th of July, see what Philadelphia freedom is all about.
We'll see you tonight at 7 on WNEP TV 16.
Before we get to Joe Zone on sports, we'd like to show you some budding amateur athletes in Wyoming County. It's a mini Olympics dedicated to the late Walter B. Tewksbury, a Tunkhannock dentist who also won 5 Olympic medals in 1900 as a track star in the Paris Games. Dozens of aspiring Olympic athletes from 4 to 36 years old competed on this opening day. The Games will be held once a week through the month of July. And Newswatch 16's Mark Davis will have more from Wyoming County tonight on Newswatch 16 Update. Well, the All-Star team, usually controversy every year over who gets picked. What about this year?
A little bit, but I like the way this All-Star team has turned out. I think you've got a nice combination of this season's best players along with a few over-the-hill types. Speaking of whom, at first base, California's Rod Carew The guy who should be there, Eddie Murray, by far, he finished second. At second base, Detroit's Lou Whitaker, not much of an argument there. Bobby Grich was runner-up. Kansas City's George Brett will start at third base. He was the overall vote leader in the American League. He had almost twice as many as the runner-up player. Also now, as we move along, take a look at Cal Ripken of the Orioles. He'll start at short. He beat out Detroit's Alan Trammell. In the outfield, Dave Winfield of the Yankees, leading the majors in batting at .374. He led all outfielders in voting. Reggie Jackson of the Angels and Chet Lemon of Detroit are the other outfield starters. Boston's Jim Rice finished fourth. And the starting American League catcher is Detroit's third player, Lance Parrish. He nearly doubled Carlton Fick's votes. Seattle's rookie outfielder Alan Davis, by the way, led all right-in votes. National League team will be announced tomorrow. The game is Tuesday night, and it's in San Francisco. Busy afternoon of baseball today. The Orioles and the second-place Minnesota Twins. For Baltimore, John Lowenstein's home run, and that made it 3-0. In the sixth, Jim Dwyer with a pinch hit, base hit right here, drove in 2 runs, and that made it 5-1. But Minnesota came back later on. Randy Boose with a home run, and Bernansky also in the ninth made it 6-4. But the Orioles, hold on, they've got themselves a win. Check the scoreboard today. 6-4 Baltimore. Somebody must have told Jim Rice that he didn't quite make the starting all-star team. He had 4 hits, make that 5 hits, 6 RBI, including the game-winning grand slam in the 10th inning. Kingman hit number 23. Kansas City shut out Cleveland. The final score there was 4-0. Milwaukee over Seattle 4-2. One game in the National League, St. Louis 4 and San Francisco 3. The men were in charge today at Wimbledon, the men who were supposed to be in charge too. Action early on. Number 3, Jimmy Connors. He's up at the top of your screen against John Annacone. Now, Annacone, this is his first tournament as a pro, and he's played nicely up to this point so far. 6-2, 6-4, 6-2 today. Jimmy Connors the winner. This is the turning point match right here. Look at that beautiful cross-court shot by Connors. He went on to win it, as I said, 6-2, 6-4, 6-2, and so Connors will advance. And then later on, number 1, John McEnroe. Bang, he's right in front of you against John Sadri. Sadri's the guy who knocked off Vitas Gerulaitis earlier in this tournament. McEnroe, though, really tough again today. He loses this point right here, but he goes on to win 6-1, 7-6, 6-3. Look at that nice return of serve. And McEnroe has advanced also, no surprise. Chris Evert-Lloyd also today. She was playing a match against Carlson, and she won 6-2, 6-2. She advances to the women's semifinals at Wimbledon. Okay, a lot of area auto racing fans were hoping that Richard Petty would win his 200th career race at Pocono last month. He didn't then, but he did finally get it today. The famous Petty Blue and Orange, number 43, good enough to win the Firecracker 400 at Daytona Beach. He finished ahead of Harry Gant, with Cale Yarborough taking second. Make it that third. 80,000 turned out, and that's why the president was there, and he saw Petty get that 200th career win. Richard Petty. That's all of it. Give tonight your best shot. See you at 11 o'clock. Lots of baseball on this 4th of July, and we'll be waiting for that National League All-Star team, which will be out tomorrow. And, of course, the naming of the pitchers, too. Don't know who yet will be named as the starting pitchers. The managers get that decision. The fans do not get to vote on the starting pitchers.
Good. That's probably the way it should be.
I guess.
Okay, thanks, Joe. And stay with us because we'll be taking a boat to Liberty Island in the middle of New York Harbor to see what's up with Miss Liberty. That's next as Newswatch 16 continues.
At WNEP, it's people that count. People who care about northeastern and central Pennsylvania. We've known our people are the best, and now the Associated Press confirmed it with these awards. Best Enterprise Reporting, Dan Fiorucci. Best Photographer, Steve Smallwood. Best Feature Reporting, Mike Stevens. Best Editorials, Eldon Hale. Best Newscast and Best News Department, WNEP TV. WNEP TV 16. We're proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania.
The Statue of Liberty's battered old torch was removed from her outstretched hand today to be replaced. Newswatch 16's Bob Costantini was there in New York Harbor as the symbol of freedom for tens of millions of Americans underwent a major change.
The Statue of Liberty may be imprisoned by scaffolding, but her message of freedom still brings thousands to this national park. Today is a special day. 100 years ago, July 4th, 1884, the French gave the statue to the United States of America. Now her torch must be replaced. Chairman of the Restoration Committee is Chrysler's Lee Iacocca, son of Italian immigrants who settled in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. He says Liberty still beckons immigrants to our shores.
And they all come for the same reason our parents came. Not for a free ride or an easy life, but just for the chance to work and make their dreams come true for themselves and for their children.
The beacon, which called so many to America, is lifted out and carefully lowered. Architects from GSB, a Chinchilla-Lackawanna County firm, are overseeing the replacement.
A new torch, which will now have the original concept of a gilded copper flame rather than the glass and lighting inside.
The old torch will be used as an exact model for the new one. Then the National Park Service may take it on tour to architect and engineering schools so students can learn from it.
In a nutshell, they'll be able to see, by example in the torch, the problems that we've had to address in rehabilitating the entire statue.
The American ambassador who accepted the statue from France 100 years ago said, "God grant that she may stand forever." The work aimed towards that should go on for another 2 years, scheduled to be completed by July 4th, 1986. That's the 100th anniversary of the statue being placed here. Bob Costantini, Newswatch 16, off Liberty Island, New York City.
And ABC's World News Tonight. We'll have more on Miss Liberty in just a moment. But that's Newswatch 16 for this 4th of July, 1984. Be sure to join us tonight on The Update when we'll have a slice of tonight's fireworks. For the entire team, including Nolan, who's off tonight, I'm Karen Harch. Enjoy your holiday.